Hello. In this live stream, I'll be discussing some news and current events that affects us as resellers. If you're a reseller or want to become a reseller, you're in the right place. If you're new to my channel, my name is Adam, and my channel's name is Adam's Exploits. Normally, every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I have other resellers on, and we discuss reselling and get their tips, tricks, and strategies on how to become better, more profitable resellers. With Q4, everyone's been super busy dealing with the what's going on in the world, and the increase in sales, hopefully, shipping problems, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, this month of December, I've been doing a show by myself and basically doing some reselling chat and getting into some news. Just want to pop in the chat and say hello to a few people, and we will get started. I want to thank Miss Sharon for being here as usual. Thank you very much for being here and supporting the channel and being my moderator. I really appreciate you being here. Happy New Year to you as well. I'm sure some people will be popping in shortly. I'm sure Michelle will be in and some of my other reseller friends. I'm going to post the link to the StreamYard in the chat right now. So if anyone is interested in joining me on the panel, it's very simple. That's what's great about StreamYard. Eventually, I'm going to be switching over to a different platform, but StreamYard is very, very easy to accommodate people. All you need basically is a webcam and a microphone, and you don't even need a microphone because the microphone is built into your webcam on your computer. So that's all you need. Let me just put this in the chat for you guys, and then we will get started. Okay, let me just put this in the chat, and then I'll get into my news and current events. And then we will get involved with the conversation of what's going on in the reselling world. So let me just get started, guys. I hate to keep the people that are watching the replay watching. I appreciate you all being here. Even if you can't make the live, if you come and watch the replay, I appreciate it. And as always, let's get started. Okay, my first article is about Amazon. Like I told you guys in the past, I review various reselling blogs and try to keep up to date on the various news groups and Facebook groups and on reselling, and I try to keep up, and I kind of search things I feel might apply to us as resellers. One of the things I just want to bring up is Amazon. We all know the issues there's been having with eBay, with the shipping delays, with the USPS, etc. I just wanted to bring up a little bit of article about Amazon I read. Get into that now. Amazon said it delivered billions, that's billions with a B, of items to customers around the world this holiday season in its annual post. They delivered over 8 million items to alternative delivery locations this holiday season. They also are encouraging shoppers to make purchases through their Amazon smart speakers, such as I have Alexa. We all know when somebody says Alexa, then Alexa answers. And anyway, she's always listening, so be careful what you say to Alexa. Anyway, so they're encouraging people to order through their smart devices, and occasionally they'll have a special promotion. They'll say, order this from Alexa, and you'll get a discounted price, et cetera, et cetera. They also opened their marketplace, which they have a while ago, but opening up their marketplace to third-party sellers allowed Amazon to increase selection. And basically, they tooted their own horn about how it's helping small and medium-sized businesses. Small and medium-sized businesses experienced worldwide sales growth of over 50% on Amazon compared to the same time period in 2019. And that was during the holiday season. American small and medium-sized business sold nearly 1 billion products in Amazon stores. So that's really pretty incredible. The other thing I want to bring to your attention was, and I posted this in my Facebook group. If you're interested in joining my Facebook group, or the Facebook group Reselling Rhythms, I'm sure Sharon will be posting that shortly. But if I find articles or interesting news about reselling, I try to post it in the Facebook group. And periodically I was posting videos, Facebook videos from Marnie Levine. Now, Marnie was with eBay from 2017. So this is a little bit article about Marnie and where she ended up. eBay's former vice president of seller operations and engagement landed a job at Facebook. Marnie Levine joined the social media company as its new vice president of global commerce operations this month. Levine had joined eBay in 2017 and was most recently active as seller advocate, heavily utilizing, get this, the Facebook platform to engage with sellers. At the beginning of the pandemic, she began doing weekly seller check-ins using Facebook video broadcasts. This year, Facebook accelerated its e-commerce initiatives as the pandemic disrupted retail. It launched shops in May, for example, offering sellers the ability to stand up full-fledged stores on their Facebook business pages and on Instagram. As you know, I've been touting Facebook Marketplace. Miss Sharon, that's my moderator in the chat, is very, very skilled at Facebook Marketplace. And I'd like to have her on in the new year to discuss that with you guys and try to, level up our game as far as Facebook Marketplace. So that's one of my plans. So Marrakesh, thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate you being here. So that's my plan in the new year, to have more people on and try to mix up a little bit. I don't know if you noticed in the my thumbnail on the show, I put in Facebook Marketplace because I think that's a up and growing platform. Sharon knows quite a bit about it. My understanding was they were going to start charging fees in January. Now Sharon's telling me that is waived at sometime in June, I believe. Sharon, if you correct me if I'm wrong about that, but they are waiving fees until June, I believe, of next year. So again, that's really something that you guys might want to look into. If you're not doing it right now, do your research on Facebook Marketplace. And again, hopefully I'll have Sharon on in the near future, and we'll be able to discuss that. So June 30th. Thank you. That's what I thought you said. It was in June, right? So anyway, guys, and apparently what Sharon's telling me, it's really easy to do. They have shipping built into the platform. Makes it very easy. And then the customer pays for shipping. So and apparently it's pretty easy to list on the platform. So, that's something you should look into. Barry, glad you're here. I was going to bring up a couple things. I was going to mention you and a couple other things I wanted to bring up in the chat, just general reselling chat. I had discussed a couple things about reselling news. And I talked about the Amazon and how well they did with their sales this past year, with everything that's going on in the world. And I also had mentioned that Marnie Levine, who used to be with eBay, is now active with Facebook in a new position, basically, one of their vice presidents of sales. But anyway, what I wanted to bring up was a couple things, guys. One thing I was going to bring up, and I'm big about bringing these different sayings up of things, and just the words to live by and sayings. And there's a reason that they have endured so many years. I wanted to bring it up in the chat and ask you guys in the chat that are in the live part now, what your plans are as far as doing what you're going to do, anything different in your business, your online business. Albert Einstein said, doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. So in other words, if you do the same thing over and over and over again, you're going to get basically the same results. I'd like to bring up some of the other people that are support my channel and also have YouTube channels. Valerie's in the chat. She has a YouTube channel. Very interesting channel. Beth Reseller Robot has a reselling channel. And Maggie Doodle has a reselling channel. Now, both Maggie and Beth had said they're changing their kind of business model in 2021. So I'm just curious to people in the chat if you guys are doing anything differently. I know Valerie, you started getting involved in the pallet business. You got involved buying from the liquidation stores, and you're doing very well with that. I know Sharon, you in 2020 you upped your game as far as the other platforms, including Facebook Marketplace. So I mean, again, guys, you got to kind of roll with the punches. Another thing I learned in college, and it's funny, you spend all this money to go to college. One of my professors in business school said the only thing that is permanent is change, and that's true, guys. You got to always constantly be adapting to what's going on in this world. Who would have thought that retail stores would be basically closed for the most part for like 7-8 months. I think it was last week or the week before. I was going to pick up some snow shovels because we were supposed to get socked here a couple of weeks ago. We got about 5 inches of snow. We got sleet on top of it. But like people that live out in Minnesota and everything, that's a drop in the bucket for them. But anyway, so I'm pulling around looking for a parking spot, and there's all these spots marked off, and it's for customer pickup. So that's something new in the world today, guys. The stores are encouraging you to pick up at curbside. Again, I went to the supermarket yesterday. I was looking for spots to park. Found a couple spots. Curbside pickup. So anyway, things change, guys, and you got to roll with the punches. So are any of you deciding that you're going to change things up as far as your reselling business? Or are you going to change, I know I had discussed about trying to get out of clothing. I pulled probably 75% of my jeans out of my store. I'm adding back, a pair here and there. My goal was to try to get 5 a day listed of my jeans. I'm guessing I probably have 30 or 40 pairs of jeans left. Still, I have to list to get them up. And then I want to kind of mix it up and get more into hard goods, because to me it's just easier for me to list hard goods. I mean, I guess that's my experience. I'm sure it's other people's experience. It's just easier to list hard goods. I'll give it a perfect example. Talking about jeans. And again, this is just from, I've been selling jeans now for over 3 years. I got a message, an eBay message, and the person says it was a pair of Biso jeans. I'm not exactly sure if they're a Walmart brand or they're a Target brand, but they're an inexpensive brand. I had them listed for $7.99, and they were in very nice shape, but they inexpensive. But of course, we all know that the shipping costs have going up, and that's something I'll get into a little bit in a little while. But they were $7.99 plus shipping. So I get a message, and the question is, are these a size 5 or are they 32s? Okay, well, I'm thinking to myself, well, when I list my jeans, I list whatever the tag says as the size, and then I measure it, and then I put that in as well, because, they're used jeans. They can shrink, different jeans fit differently. I always include the waist size, the rise, the inseam, and the cuff. And I going back and forth with the cuff. Sometimes I'll put in like 7.5 inches or 6.5 inches when or I'll put like 13 inches when it's total for the cuff, but I always put that in. So the question for this person was, are these a size 5 or are they 32s? I said, well, they're a size 5. US size 5 is what the, I didn't say manufacturer, but that's basically what they called it. And then she starts arguing with me, and I was going to respond. I was like, she goes, well, I'm a 32 and I'm a size 12 or 14 or something. I said, I was going to get into it with her. I was going to say, look, every jean fits differently. I tell people, and usually I just say, look, if you have never worn these particular jeans before, please don't purchase them. Because I don't want an eye nag, because we all know how people do it if they don't fit properly. That they learned it from Amazon. They just say, oh, they weren't described properly. They were light blue instead of dark blue, or they were medium blue instead of light blue, or they weren't measured properly. They're 30-inch waist or not a 29-inch waist, et cetera, et cetera. So I said, oh, brother, this person's trouble. So I said, no. So I didn't block her, but anyway, so I didn't even respond to the second message. I was going to get into it, and I said, it's not worth getting all worked up over $7.99. And I talk about that again. It's funny. I talk about prof sales occasionally on my channel, Jason. And Jason just posted a video. I haven't had a chance to review it, but he was selling on eBay and Amazon. He just posted a video. I'll have to go rewatch. I should say watch it. I haven't watched it yet. But he talks about your value of your time. So I'm thinking to myself, is it worth getting all upset over a $7.99 pair of jeans and responding to this person, going back and forth? It's not worth it. It just isn't. I mean, you got to value your time. You got to value your sanity, and sometimes it's just not worth it. A couple things I wanted to bring up, just general knowledge kind of things. I talk about YouTube from time to time, and I did this inadvertently, and it was my mistake. But like you guys know, and it's common sense. Whenever you get anything that has a battery in it, if you're not using it on a regular basis, take the battery out. Well, anyway, I didn't take the battery out. This is the remote control for my ring light. Anyway, you don't have to have a remote control, but everyone suggested it. So the ring light was very inexpensive, so I bought the remote control. What I wanted to remind you guys, if you didn't know, or tell you if you didn't know, Dollar General sells watch batteries. They have probably 7 or 8 different sizes of watch batteries, and they're $1 a piece. Now, granted, if you're doing a lot of watches, if you're selling watches, you can buy them in bulk in Amazon or eBay, and they're less expensive. But if you just have a handful of watches and you're just trying to replace the batteries, a few watches, and you're reselling, check out Dollar General for $1 a piece, plus tax. So anyway, that's something I want to remind myself. I want to tell you guys about if you didn't know about it. And I want to remind myself I have to stop by Dollar General and get a battery for my remote, because the battery's dead and the remote won't work properly. That was one of the things I wanted to bring to your attention. Another thing was I wanted to bring up, hey, J-Dog, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Another thing I want to bring up was, are any of you using, I know the other Valerie was selling into ThreadUp, and I know our Valerie here had purchased from ThreadUp. Are any of you guys purchasing from ThreadUp and reselling? I know, like I said, I know Valerie, you kind of got away from that. You're more into the liquidation things now. But are any of you people doing that? Michelle, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Randy, thanks for being here. They are cheap at Tractor Supply. What is that, Randy? Is that a online store? Is that a retail store? I'm not familiar with that. Are they less than $1 a piece? That's interesting. I'll have to check that out. I did eventually want to get involved in that, and like I said, I tell you guys, I speak with Sharon about reselling, and I know she's done some watches, and she didn't even buy jewelry tools. She just took the watch backs off and replaced the batteries. So apparently, it's not all that complicated. And retail, okay. As you know, there's a lot of resellers online, through YouTube that are selling different jewelry, lots and things. And sometimes they'll sell a jewelry jar and they'll put watches and things. Maybe the watches don't work. A lot of times it just needs a battery. So if you know what you're doing, Tractor Supply is a Texas thing. Okay. Well, Randy, aren't you? I thought you were in Pennsylvania, Randy. Unless I'm confused. I thought you were telling me you were in Pennsylvania. But anyway, getting dry doing all this talking. But I wanted to bring that up to you guys. So again, some other thing you get at Dollar General. I should say Dollar Tree. I get Dollar General. Dollar Tree is cheaper than Dollar General. You can buy tissue paper. So if you're packing things up and you want to make it look attractive, you put your tissue paper in there. You're in Allentown, right? So you can put tissue paper in there. You can also buy a poster board there. You can buy foam board there. I bought foam board there. I bought poster board there. I bought tissue paper there. I bought all kinds of things. I told you I bought watch batteries there. So I mean, just opportunities. And I know some resellers are actually go in there and they peruse the shelves and they check prices on different things. And some resellers have done very well selling various things. I mean, there's been videos about it. How they source things at Dollar Tree and they resell them. Maybe they pay $1 for them, or they buy something that's several pieces in one package and they break it up, or they sell it as a lot, or maybe they make a bundle. They take 2 or 3 different things and bundle them together and then sell that. Maybe they get I don't know, maybe I'm just blowing smoke here, like maybe they make a terrarium or something. They buy the pebbles, the glass pebbles, and they buy the artificial plants and things and put it together, and maybe they pay $3-4 and they can sell it for $20 or $30. It's an opportunity. Dollar Tree has 9,000 stores. Okay, well, I have about 4 or 5 within a 10-minute ride of my home. So one thing I wish they would have more of the hand sanitizer and the peroxide and the alcohol, but we all know the issues with that. But I gotten up there one day early on a Sunday morning. I'll be the first one there. I'll be able to get some peroxide and some alcohol with rubbing alcohol. Well, they didn't have it, so just the fact of life. I mean, the way things have been lately, So make sure you have your hand sanitizer handy. Okay, so that's one of the things I want to bring up. Let me put the link in the chat again. And again, guys, I ask you guys every week, and there's no pressure. You want to pop on and just wish everybody a happy new year and just maybe discuss reselling for a few minutes. That would be great. And why is my mouse working here? Get out of here. Try this again. There we go. Okay. So, okay, guys, so you can just click on that, and it's relatively easy. It works you through it. Hi, Cherry Picker. Thanks for joining us. You just click on the link, and it basically just asks for permission. You type in your name, your screen name, whatever, and it asks for permission to use your camera and your microphone, and you're good to go. So it's relatively easy, and you can use your cell phone, you can use your webcam and computer. You don't need a special webcam or anything. So it's relatively easy to use. So if you just want to pop in and say hello and wish everybody a happy new year and talk about reselling, that would be greatly appreciated. I can already talk so much I get dry mouth. So, anyway, that's one thing I wanted to bring up. What else do they want to bring up? Oh, I asked you guys about ThreadUp. Is anybody still using a ThreadUp? Are you sending things into ThreadUp? Or are you purchasing mystery boxes from ThreadUp to resell? Have any of you guys been doing that recently? Another thing I wanted to bring up, with it being, I guess the eve of New Year's Eve. I mean, Wednesday. So, what was the Thursday, I believe, is tomorrow's the 31st. So, tomorrow, Thursday, is New Year's Eve. So it's the eve before New Year's Eve. So I wanted to know if anybody has any ideas as far as, switching things up in the stores. Again, I talked earlier about, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing repeatedly, expecting different results. If you guys are changing anything up in your stores, your business model, like I said, I told you guys I want to get out of clothing. Well, not totally out of clothing, but I would like to be at least 50-50 hard goods and clothing. So that's my plan anyway. So eventually I want to get into that. So I know Mr. Pat had hopped in last week, and it was very nice to see Pat and see how he's doing. And again, that's Pat Dees. So if you guys don't know Pat, he's a very nice man out of he's up in the Poconos in Pennsylvania, and he does reselling in this area. And eventually, when things get back to normal, somewhat back to normal, Pat's going to come down, and we're going to take a ride over to Philly. We're going to do some vlogging. We'll do some filming. You want to make the jump into a bigger store? We have a basic store right now. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. What was your first name, Cherry Picker? I knew it. I funny. I was on with Donatella and T last week for their Christmas show, and I said it was funny because T had started a spreadsheet. You know, I use Google Docs. I don't have Microsoft Excel, but I use Google Docs, and T had started a list of all the different resellers' names. So I had a list. Veronica, thank you. I'm going to write that down because I'm going to add it to my list. Thanks for being here, Veronica. Yeah, so I had started a list of resellers, and it's you see people all the time, and I know you're here all the time, Veronica. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. But anyway, so I write it down, and then I'll put it in my spreadsheet so I have it. So Michelle, are you mixing things up at all? Did you finally sell those jeans? So I sold a couple pair of jeans. I still have like I said, I think I have about 30 or 40 pair to be listed still, plus what I have in my store. And again, hey Barry, you want to pop in, buddy? It's past your holiday, but if you want to pop in, you're more than welcome to hop in. I know you're usually set up for live streaming. If you got time to pop in, I don't know if you're in your car, you're actually at home. Always good to see you, my friend. By the way, Santa, Sharon didn't get her snow yet. Was she still on the naughty list? Hi, Shasha. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. So is Sharon still on the naughty list, Barry? Santa? She's still on the naughty list. She didn't get any snow. I got snow and sleet the whole 9 yards. So wasn't real crazy about that. But it's been a little chilly here, but we can deal with that. It's weird though. I'm just talking general stuff because just chit chat. My electric bill was real high. Why did my electric bill go up? I could see if my heat bill went up, but why did my electric bill go up? I'm putting more lights on or anything. I don't know. But and the other thing is too with my gas meter, I should probably read it because obviously the meter readers aren't coming in their homes, which I don't blame. I wouldn't want to go read a meter in the home either. With everything that's going on these days. So Barry, you didn't answer me. You're gonna pop in and give me a break so I don't have to talk so much. You appreciate the invite, but your eBay room is a mess right now. Oh well, yeah, well. I know the name of that too. My eBay room is becoming my whole house. So again, I was asking earlier, guys, if you just pop in the chat, if you're going to mix things up. Veronica, are you mixing things up in your business, or Shasha, are you mixing things up in your reselling business for coming the new year? Or have you made any plans to try to switch things up and maybe do things differently? Maybe sell on new platforms. Like I said, I definitely want to get involved with Facebook Marketplace. I think that's a great opportunity. What's Barry saying here? Let me post it up here so we can share that with the group here. You're still waiting for you to straighten up so I can take you off the naughty list. Thanks, Santa. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so I need guys to mixing things up as far as what you're going to do in the new year. As far as your product, how you source, or maybe your product selection, or your pricing, or your maybe you're going from the the slow dime to the fast nickel, or maybe you're getting out of clothing, getting more into hard goods, or maybe you're adding different platforms. Like I said, I would get involved with Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace, you're doing well with that. Great, you've been doing this perfectly. Okay. That's great. Like I said, I know some people. Again, I don't use cross listing services like List Perfectly. I know Casey is a big proponent of it. Rockstar Flipper. I've heard good things and I've heard bad things. I've heard that it works relatively well, but there's a lot of the hey, I'm a Flipper. Thanks for joining us, buddy. But the thing is, I think it only lists like 7 or 8 different categories, including the price and description, the pictures. So there's still a lot of things you have to fill in, especially with eBay. A lot of item descriptions. What does Michelle say here? Trying to figure out how to get by with it. You still don't have a car? Yeah. Well, that's the other thing, Michelle. I've discussed that before. You're going to switch more to Amazon than eBay. It's funny, Amish Flipper, because I know some people, and again, I know that I know Scott, the bearded picker, apparently is getting more off of Amazon and going to eBay. So I don't understand it. I know they've changed things up as far as Amazon, and they've changed things up and as far as their fees and everything. So I don't understand it, but I mean, I know he's gotten away, and I know more people are switching over to eBay, and some people are switching back to Amazon. So I don't understand what the logic is, but some people say you're scared to start Amazon. Well, that's what happened when I first got in the business. I still have the course, which was Jim Cockrum is the gentleman that has a very good Amazon course. And basically what it was is you pay a one-time fee, and then he adds, modules to the course. What happens is what they do is they want you to get the latest and greatest. So you pay like the flat fee, and it's not inexpensive, but it's relatively reasonable. Excuse me, got a little tickle in my throat. So you buy the course, and whenever they add modules, they add them to the later on. So maybe they'll roll out something. Maybe there's something like on toys or something, or there's something on putting together packages as far as bundles and things, or maybe there's something on they did a lot on replenishables. How well you can do with replenishables and make good money doing that. So what they'll do is they'll roll that out, and they'll want you to buy that course. But maybe 6 months or 8 months from now, they roll that into the package. So anyway, I was kind of intimidated. I wanted to do some retail arbitrage, and I talked about it earlier, how I had issues trying to do retail arbitrage. And then I was doing some clothing, and I mentioned I was to shop at Ross, and I almost felt, it's funny, I almost posted it to Instagram. I have very large feet. I was working retail for about 5-6 years. I worked retail when I first started, and then I got into outside sales, and then I had to get back into retail. I was trying to network my way back into a manager's position or a buyer's position, and that didn't happen. I ended up tearing my Achilles, and that's another story. So that's one of the reasons I'm here. But anyway, so I was at Ross, and I figured, well, let me go in Ross. I'll check to see if there's anything that I can buy for myself, because I had to go to the supermarket and everything. I feel if there's anything I can buy for myself, and I'll also to see if there's anything I can do any RA with. So back in the day, I used to be able to buy like ERA hats, the new era is what they're called, the men's like football caps and things, and they were like $5-6, and I would get 10% off on Tuesdays. If you guys aren't taking advantage, if you're 55 or over at Ross, you get 10% additional off on Tuesdays. So hi, Jim Marie. So you get additional 10% off. So I used to get them for like $5-6 and 10% off. So I was paying $455, and I could sell them for $18-19. So even with shipping, because I would get the box, I think back then the shipping was like $4. So I had maybe $7 invested, and I'd sell for like $20. So I was making like $10 after fees and everything, which wasn't bad. But now they list them, they're like $9, $10, $11, $12, and even with 10% off, they're like $9, $10. So that's kind of pricey. Michelle, you said we were saying, Michelle, earlier, and I want to see what Amish Flipper says here. So much more traffic on Amazon for new items, and used items are better for eBay. Trying something new and hope to go full-time reselling this year. Oh, great. Absolutely. Yeah, new items. I know that video games sell very well on Amazon as well. I know Casey does quite a bit with video games on Amazon, used video games. He has the refurbisher machine. I forget what the brand he uses, but basically cleans up the disc. Which so that's, and I know you can actually take them to. Hey, Baba, good to see you, buddy. You can actually take them to like a local retail store, and they'll buff them up for you. So I think they charge like $1 or $2. But if you're doing any kind of volume, obviously you're going to want to buy a cleaning machine. So, some of the outlet stores will do that for you for $1 or $2. So I never really got into the video games. So that's why I never got involved in that. And I talk about my age occasionally, and I had the original Atari back in the day. So I never really had like the games where you load them. I didn't have like the PlayStation, all those types of games. I just had the original Atari, which was it almost looked like a what do they call them? And like an 8-track tape. You would just like pop it in there, and then hey Harlan, thanks for joining us. Hi from Maine. I guess you get a little chilly up there. so I pop, you pop the cartridge in the Atari. So and now they have, it's funny because I was watching another video, a live stream, and somebody was talking about how they're playing a lot of video games. So both Walmart and Sam's had I think it's called an emulator. So they would have like a freestanding, like a video game console, and it would have all the old Atari games built into it. So I don't need that. I don't need the additional distractions. Nintendo, what, Valerie? I don't know what Valerie said something about Nintendo. I don't know what she's talking about Nintendo. Oh, you play Nintendo? Okay. Yeah. So anyway, so apparently that was a big deal. Like so Walmart and Sam's both had it. That's another thing, guys. Take advantage of some of your wholesale clubs. If you're shopping at wholesale clubs, I mean, BJ's, I just saw an offer. I have like 4 wholesale clubs within 15, 20 minutes of me. BJ's just sent me an offer for $25 for a membership. I have a Sam's Club membership, but again, occasionally you can buy things. You can't always buy things. I know Rally Roots did a video where they were scanning things in Costco, and they were trying to see if they could do any RA. But they sell some supplies as well. Some supplies there that you guys can use in your reselling. If you're in a pinch, you can buy bubble wrap. I don't know if I told you guys. I know some of you know I'm buying a new PC. It's actually in the process of being built from Dell. I stream with a webcam here for YouTube, and I'm trying to up my game a little bit. I'm trying to get stream with a regular camera, mirrorless camera, and my laptop doesn't have enough memory. It doesn't have a decent graphics card. So basically, I'm buying a PC, and I have to get a monitor. So that's another thing I was looking at, getting a monitor from Sam's. That's pretty reasonable prices, but anyway, yeah, guys. So if you're ever at a store, if you have your eBay app, and you just scan things and see how they do. You have $5 bin stores, okay. What are you saying? You're going live after my show? Well, why don't you pop in my chat then, Valerie? If you're camera ready. I thought you were out. I thought you were at door dashing. I think Valerie. I think you're a moderator. I'm have my StreamYard chat up. I don't know if I have my just pull up on my YouTube chat. Yeah, Valerie, you're a moderator. You can post a link in the chat. Hey, Craig, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, post the link to your show in the chat, because I'm just going to be doing like 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm just was hoping somebody would pop on with me, but if you guys are too busy. Oh, you're on your way home now. Okay. Yeah. So what's up with you, Craig? Are you switching things up, or are you at work, or are you at home right now, Craig? Hey, Vasquez, thanks for joining us, buddy. Hello from Seattle. What are you up to, Craig? Are you at home or are you at work? Craig's doing like 6 different things. Craig posted a neat video. He had purchased a car. What'd you buy that car for, Craig? Like $100 or something? And you're going to sell it for like $5,000, something crazy? Yeah. Where are you? You're work for now? Okay. Hey, we all got to pay the bills, that was the other thing I was going to bring up. I don't know if you had heard that. One of the actual warehouses in New Jersey from Amazon had to close. I'm assuming they reopened, but with everything that's going on, they had to close because of the virus. And but what's crazy? Amazon would get their stuff out in 1 or 2 days, and we know what's happening with eBay. Things are getting lost with the USPS. It's crazy. So you have a store too, Barry? You have a bin store? $5 stores or Amazon returns. Oh, okay, I got you. So Barry, you have that same type of store in North Carolina? Okay. That's right. You work from home. That's right. You work. Oh, okay. I thought I got confused with you when Jason works at the actually works at the Amazon warehouse. That's right. You're working from home. You're handling calls or emails or something. I forgot. Yeah. So yeah, they had to close one of the warehouses, but I don't understand why Amazon can get all the product out. And they're fairly new to your area, Barry, but eBay has all these issues with the USPS. So I'm assuming, you know what they say when you assume, but anyway, I'm assuming that things are finally trying to get back into order now because it's no longer Christmas, and I guess people are returning things and they're going to the stores, and that's the other thing, guys. Too, some people have gift cards, so if you have an Amazon store, maybe you use an Amazon gift card, or maybe they got a American Express gift card. Excuse me. Yeah, those stores, those discount stores, they do very well. My goal was, I think I told you guys before, I want to eventually move down to Delaware, and I'm going to buy a small pickup truck. I'm going to try to do some liquidation because I don't want to have to get deliveries to my house of pallets and things. I just want to be able to maybe get a a large box of something. They have these big bins. They look like a big banana box. Having a brain freeze is what they're called. But anyway, Gaylord. They're called Gaylord. So they're like big, huge boxes. They might be like 5-6 feet high and maybe by like 4 foot wide. So that's something they can load into the back of a pickup truck. And I can pick it up locally. There are some liquidation stores in the Philadelphia area, so I can take advantage of that. So, like I said, I know Valerie's purchasing things through liquidation through the stores. And Barry, have you taken advantage of it? Have you stopped in and purchased anything? They refill the bins with new merchandise the next Saturday. Have you tried getting into that at all, Barry? Thrifty Santa? They're fairly new to your area, but have you purchased things and tried to resell them on your platforms? I mean, I know you're on Bonanza and eBay predominantly, and there's a little bit of lag. I'm just curious if Barry got involved in that. I know Valerie's doing very well doing that, but we don't have any in this area that I'm aware of. One thing I want to bring up to you guys, like I said, I try to watch some of the other reselling shows and try to get some ideas and all. One of the shows I was watching, and it made a lot of sense. So they said basically periodically you should have a spreadsheet of the various thrift stores or whatever where you source at. Have a spreadsheet, and then what you want to do is you want to go in periodically and do like a Google search and just find out what thrift stores are available in your area. So maybe a new thrift store opened up somewhere you're not aware of. So and the thing is too, he was saying, if you can hit 15 thrift stores, and you have to go an hour and a half away. But if it's an hour and a half each way, and you can hit 15 stores, and maybe pick up I don't know, $200 worth of stuff and turn that into $1,000. It's worth your time basically to travel that distance. You have a new strategy. Let me see what he's saying here. New strategy is make the same amount of sales or more, just to make more profit overall. Okay. Buying smarter, buying larger amounts to bring the average cost per item down. That makes sense. They always talk about, your average cost of goods and your average selling price. So, I mean, ideally, that's the thing I don't like crazy about selling clothes so much, because, you maybe you're making $5-6 on clothing. And if it's long tail, if I can make, like something like appliance parts, if I can sell an appliance part and make, $10, maybe it's long tail, but, I can make $10 where I'm selling a pair of jeans. I'm only making $4, $5, $6. And that could be long tail too, because you're looking for that special person. I mean, we all can't have, all 7 for All Mankind jeans, or, the real hot jeans, it's what's available to you in your thrift stores. So, like I said, I have a lot of I don't have a lot, because I told you I cleared out a lot of my inventory, but I had a lot of the Walmart brands, and I had a lot of Kohl's brands of things. But I mean, if you can get your Levi's and then even things, and again, you got to check your pricing too. I know Bill's not in the chat, but Noman the Frog, we were talking earlier. You constantly have to adjust your prices too, because prices can change, and popularity of brands can change too. That's the other thing. I had somebody looking at a pair of jeans I was selling, and they were actually like 10 years old. These jeans that I purchased them like two years ago, and they were in my store for over 2 years. And the person was going around and around thinking, oh, she's going to be trouble. But anyway, that manufacturer, they're not in business anymore. So she said, I wear these particular pair of jeans in that size. And she was worried about the stitching, worried about this and that. I said, they're $10 pair of jeans. I said, sounds to me like you want like brand new, you know, used, but like new. I said, these are not like new. These are used. So, right, exactly. You want to be aware of the thrift stores in your area and opportunities. Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to go in tomorrow. I'm going to do I'm going to create a spreadsheet. If you guys don't have Microsoft Excel, Google Docs is free. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to create a spreadsheet, and it's funny. You try different thrift stores and things, and I went to an area that I thought was kind of higher income area, and it was a church thrift store. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I have an opportunity there because it's a higher area. I knew because when I was in sales, I used to sell in that area. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm getting this call. Yes, I went to this higher area, and I thought it was like more, they would have better prices, higher quality things, and the prices were super high. Send Val the link to join you. Okay, I will do that. Sharon, why don't you keep the chat going, and I'll put the link. I'll send the link to Valerie. You can just talk about your business maybe a little bit while I send her the link. Okay, gotta go on and we'll send that through Messenger. Bear with me here, guys. I want to have Valerie join us for a little bit and wish everybody a happy New Year. Get in there. All right, computer, you're not going to cooperate. Okay. All right. Send it to you now, Valerie, so you'll have that. Send it to your Facebook Messenger. Okay, guys. I wanted to send that link to Valerie. Yeah. So that, again, I thought that was a great idea. Periodically go in and check to see if there's any new thrift stores in your area. And again, I know things are a little crazy at this point, but you covered your current church. So let me see what Jen Marie has to say here. Discovered our current church thrift store because the Salvation Army staff weren't wearing masks. Wow. Thrift shop is closed. And so we tried Salvation Army today. Still garbage and still overpriced. Yeah, I don't understand that. I'll give you an example. And again, please don't take this as political, guys. I have health issues and I gotta be safe. But there she is. Let's have Valerie join us. Hello.
I made it.
You made it.
I haven't even taken off my sweater.
You can take your time. I was discussing and talking about the thrift stores and making a spreadsheet and periodically checking if there's any new thrift stores in your area.
That's a really good tip.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, sometimes you learn things and watching other channels.
Yeah.
Because you only have so much time, and like I said, to watch channels, and I'm looking myself aside. I'm watching this one particular channel. He used to have a lot of news items. He didn't have any news items. I'm thinking, well, let me just skim through it. I said, wow, that's a great idea. I hadn't thought about that recently, but doing that. So anyway, hello. Catch your breath. Have a drink of water.
I have coffee.
Oh, you have coffee? Cafe?
It's a quarter till 7 p.m.
It's what?
Quarter till 7.
Oh, okay.
5 p.m.
Oh, that's right. You're now. You're Central Time, right?
And I got coffee.
It's all right. I'll probably have coffee after this.
Beth went to the Bins place the other day by her in Houston.
When you say the Bins place, you're not talking about Goodwill bins. You're talking about the liquidation bins.
I call it what do I call it? The liquidation pallet store. Of course, mine's in a warehouse. Okay. So now she went to one place in Houston, and now Barry's gone, I'm telling you, I love this place.
Well, what's nice about it, you have new in box items that you can sell.
Well, it's weird stuff. Yeah, this is what I got today. And today was Dollar Day.
Wednesday's Dollar Day, right.
Usually I don't go on Dollar Day. But yesterday by 1:00, I was just dead. I could barely walk, let alone keep my head up. This morning stuff on DoorDash is about to kill me. I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
And so I decided to go home and take a nap. I thought, well, I'll wake up at 3, go. No, I woke up at 4. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to go this week and do a haul video, like I said last week, then I got to go on Dollar Day. But yeah, I'll share one good thing.
All right, share one thing. Share it in your friend's channel.
Well, here, this is. I got real excited today when I saw this. Because I got it recently. Oh, don't make me big.
Oh, you got to be big. Go big or go home.
Big. Hang on, I already got this, and I think it was Beth that even like, that's weird, and I'm like, weird sells.
Let me interrupt you for 1 second to answer Jay Marie's. I'm glad you brought that up, Jay Marie. I mentioned it the last 2 times. Yes, your store supply coupon for eBay. If you haven't used it, you have to use it by tomorrow for this last quarter, and then come January 1st, you'll have it for the new first quarter of the year.
I gotta write that down.
So I actually used mine because I actually bought more tape. I have so much eBay tape. I know when I first got involved in eBay, I'm thinking, why is everybody selling eBay tape that isn't an eBay store? Because you keep buying eBay tape and eBay tape and eBay tape, and after a while, it's like, what do with all this eBay tape? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to probably resell some of it, and maybe I can make like $10, $15, instead of me having like 6 boxes of eBay tape.
Yeah, people do that all the time. When I went to search for eBay branding supplies, I was trying to do it from my phone one day while I was out door dashing, and I kept getting all these other sellers and not the supply store.
Tissue paper. Yeah, tissue paper is pricey though on eBay, Sharon. I did look at the tissue paper, and I looked at their like their little coupons or little like thank you notes and things. They were expensive too.
Yeah, they're overpriced.
Yeah, I bought box. I was going to buy boxes. I ended up buying tape. What does it say? Dry easy bedwetting alarm. Okay.
I already had this a couple weeks ago, and I sold it on Christmas Eve for $24.95.
Okay.
And I got it today for $1.
Nice. Is that with free shipping or your charge shipping?
No, I'll probably do free shipping, but it's like so lightweight, it'll go in a
$5.
Yeah, no. The prices went back down. My the 4 ounces now I think is under $3.
Oh, that's under 4 ounces?
Oh yeah, it's really light.
Okay.
But it's just funny because I keep going and looking for things that I have bought and sold really fast. Like I'm looking for more Epson ink, and more of those MPOW adapters and stuff. I don't know what people are using them for, but right. I think I sold like 5 of one model, 3 of another model. It's like, so I keep looking for things that, that I've sold before. I think there might be something else in there. I don't know.
Well, but that's what actually I was going to do. And I switched up. I said, I was going to buy the 4-inch boxes because I have all this jewelry and I got to get together with Valerie and go over some of the stuff and list this. But I was going to do this little 4-inch boxes. I figured I put it and wrap it with bubble wrap and ship it that way. But I still ended up getting tape. So
now,
probably cheaper to buy it through. I mean, I have like the what you call it. Where is it? I have Uline here. I didn't want to get Uline, but because Uline's expensive with shipping. Here it is. This is the, I know I mentioned this to you before.
Oh, Rio Grande.
Rio Grande, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. They
have all kind of, everything you guys need for jewelry is Rio Grande, and it's free. This thing must have cost them $6 to ship this thing.
Remember didn't we have a challenge back in November or October about listing our jewelry?
Yes.
And I got 3 of my bracelets listed.
Yes.
I finally sold one.
Okay. Let me interrupt you for 1 second. eBay tape is okay. It's I would say, what would you have you use UV tape, right?
I don't.
You don't use it at all?
Mm-mm.
It's okay.
I use I get my clear packing tape at Walmart.
I like using the Scotch, the shipping tape, but
Yeah, that's
to
good.
each their own.
Somebody posted in a Facebook group they got so excited about a Christmas present they got, and it was one of those desk tape dispensers, and one size was the little roll and one size was the packing tape roll. I want to get one of those.
Yeah, I did mention to Jay Marie that if she has a current coupon, hasn't used it, she has to use it by tomorrow or it'll expire. And I hadn't used mine, so that's why I used it today.
You did use it today?
I used it today. Yeah, I just bought tape.
I just wrote it down to remind myself because I keep meaning to do it.
And you go into marketing, and one of these days I'm going to do a video. You go into marketing, well, you go to buy eBay, then you go to marketing, and then you go to promotions.
Here it is.
It says discounts. I think it says discounts.
There.
You have it up?
That's the link to the subscriber discounts.
Oh, okay. You put it in the chat?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it's because I'm a little behind on the stream.
Okay. Because every quarter I've missed quite a few quarters, but been selling it.
Oh, I actually had that's the other thing too. I saved it as a bookmark on my computer screen.
I was cleaning out. Actually, no.
So there you go, Jen Marie. You can use that link, and it'll take you right to the place, and you'll see if you have the coupon code to use.
It's the very first block. It says eBay shipping supplies. See details.
And then I'll have like a number and letter code, and if you haven't used it yet, it'll be in there.
I went into my daughter's room the other night looking for chocolate, which I do every now and then because she hides goodies. And when we moved into this house, we swapped bedroom furniture. I gave her the master bedroom upstairs, gave her my master bedroom suite of furniture and stuff. Well, I still have lots of stuff in the dressers. So I went up there. I was looking for chocolate, and I opened up one of the drawers, and I found something, and I'm like, I'm gonna sell that. Underwear I had bought for my ex-husband probably 10 years ago.
That's probably collectible.
2 brand new, unopened.
I'll give you an example. I have a friend of mine that's very particular about everything. Great friend, great friend. Very particular about everything he buys. Hanes underwear is not the same as it used to be 5-6 years ago. It's like really thin, like really the quality is. And he buys on eBay. He buys the original men's Hanes Priest or whatever in the old style. It's better quality.
I think they call it new old stock, NOS.
Yes, new old stock, correct.
So yeah, those are probably.
So somebody might be looking for those. They probably don't make them anymore.
I know, but it's quality. I found them on like the 23rd of December, and I set them upstairs in the laundry room, and I was thinking I could just give them to my daughter and tell her to go ahead and give them to her dad for Christmas, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna sell them. So yeah, I just keep going around and finding stuff in the house, but yeah, the thing with these pallet liquidation places, they have all these pallets lined up. And I just don't want to take a chance, number one, on mystery stuff. And number two, I don't want to do, I know people do Facebook Marketplace. Didn't you say Sharon does?
Yes.
A lot of the stuff is large, bulky, and I don't want to, number one, I don't want to have to ship it.
Well, I'm telling you, she's going to come on. She's going to teach us about shipping. She's very good at shipping too.
Yeah, big stuff?
Big stuff too, she ships, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's why I don't do the pallets. Just because almost everything that I buy at the pallet store, 75% will fit into this little bubble mailer.
Okay.
6x9. And it's 4 to 8 ounces. And that's what I told Beth when she went to look. I said, look for things that are, just small, easy to ship, gadgets. People love gadgets. I'm a gadget freak.
She ships everything, including furniture, too.
That's incredible. Yeah, you need to get her on the show. That would be
I'm trying. One of these days, she's going to teach us all about Facebook Marketplace and teach us her shipping tricks.
That would be great because I'm scared.
I'm not great with shipping. I can do like basic shipping, but Yeah. I'm worried about shipping like fragile things, like pottery and glassware and stuff like that.
Well, remember, I used to do stained glass, and
Yes.
and the stained glass that was my number one seller, I specifically designed it to fit into a small flat rate box.
Okay.
So it exactly measured 7 inches by 4 inches, and with the big bubble wrap wrapped around it, and it fit perfectly. That's just how I made it to fit. And as long as it doesn't move in the box, then you should be good.
Well, I'm thinking about like doing like box in a box, like wrapping it in like bubble wrap, putting it in a box, and then like get it like a box and fill like butcher paper or something to like to cushion the box.
Right.
And that way, if the box hits, it cushions it and doesn't damage the product inside of it. That's my thought, anyway.
Yeah,
I'm not an expert, so don't go by what I say as far as shipping.
When you go to shake it, you shouldn't be able to move it. And I knock on wood, I never had any of my stained glass break. So I just packed it really well, wrapped it in the big bubble wrap and in a small flat rate box.
You prefer the larger bubble wrap as opposed to the tiny bubbles, right?
For those, yes.
For those,
the stained glass, right?
Okay. There's a tip, pro tip.
I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a few years it's been since 2017 when I moved here. I had to give up my workshop that I built.
There you go. See what I did for you.
And Barry said he used to make stained glass too.
Yes, he did.
Jen likes my hat. This hat I need a new one. In fact, I bought a black plain hat and a white plain hat, and I was going to bling it out like this, similar, and I love these rhinestones, and I can't find them anywhere. It's a strip of them. But yeah, I'm going to make another one because this used to be black and it's now gray. Bubble wrap.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Sharon says bubble wrap it until you can't see the item inside.
Okay. Over bubble wrap.
I never had any problems with it as long as it didn't move inside, when you shake it. But so yeah, I've been doing a haul each week.
I know.
When I go.
I know, I support your channel. I support you. I support Beth. I support Maggie. Everyone supports me. I watch your stuff.
It's not in the box.
Okay.
It's a webcam, but it was $1.
Brand?
A Logitech.
Oh, it's a Logitech? It's not a C920, is it?
I don't know. I wasn't looking. I just saw it was a Logitech. And I'm like, for $1, sure. That was the nice thing about going today was I bought some things that, it's like, well, it's $1.
Well, for $1. And the thing is now with the pandemic, all that stuff is very overpriced, all the streaming stuff, because people are having Zoom meetings and buying webcams and capture cards and microphones, and everything is very highly overpriced.
Right. And
then there's like these knockoff brand webcams for like $20, and who knows the quality of those.
Well, all those little adapters that I bought by the brand MPOW.
Yes.
That's
they sold well, right?
I couldn't keep them. They're all gone. Every single one of my MPOW things, they're gone.
They were things for computers, right? Like USB hubs and things.
They were like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth adapter.
Okay.
Bluetooth. I just sold a pair of they call them trucker headsets.
Yes.
Wireless headsets.
Mm-hmm.
You can use Bluetooth on your phone or whatever.
Right.
Sold a set of those for $26.
Well, I always say, and I'm sorry to interrupt you a little bit. The old saying, if you learn something new every day, I learn something new. It's a good day. And it's funny because I mentioned earlier, but right before you came on, I'm looking to buy a new used car, another Pilot. But I wasn't aware. I mean, I know a lot of them have the Apple hookup now, but apparently anything after 2017, almost all the cars now after 2017 have the Apple Bluetooth connection built in. I didn't know that.
My daughter has a 2013 Lincoln MKZ, and it's got this fancy computer thing and Bluetooth, and She doesn't need
Well,
an
that's
adapter.
2013, but I didn't realize because apparently almost every car now after 2017 has it built into Apple. I didn't know that.
But not all of us have the money to have the newer one. So,
Well, I want to get 2017. I'm not going to get a 2020.
oh wow, still 2017.
Well, I have a 2005 right now that's falling apart on me.
That's what I got, my 05.
Yeah, so it's.
But I love my Expedition. So yeah, I've been.
So you want to? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, we got snow today, and that's when I was doing grocery. I like to do the grocery deliveries because they usually tip better.
Okay.
And I was just getting frustrated this morning, so I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm going to the pallet store.
Reminds me. Let me interrupt you. Do you have a referral code, right?
For what?
For DoorDash or for
DoorDash? I haven't been using it at all.
Okay. I would say because if you send it to me, I can put it in the description because what we're talking about is Valerie does that's another stream of income. She does the side gig. She does DoorDash and Grubhub too, right?
I do, yeah. DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats.
But you don't do Instacart anymore because you said it wasn't. But you say you do groceries though. So where do you do groceries to?
Okay, so DoorDash contracted with Hy-Vee, which is like upper. Okay. Like in Florida, we had Publix.
Right.
Where, the snobby people go and shop. And the Hy-Vee here. And so
So they subbed it out. Okay.
But what they do is, it's all I have to do is go up to the trailer and they load the groceries in the back of my truck and I drive them to the customer. So it's a pick up and deliver.
Oh, you pick up right at the curbside at the trailer.
Right. And I'm getting between $20 and $70 for a delivery. Depending, there's one lady that I like to deliver to at noon. I didn't get it today, so I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. But she orders like $400 worth of groceries. She's got a whole ton of kids and a big, huge house. But
you maybe go the snow business. You ship snow and dry ice. All these people that would snow.
Well, because I'm from Florida, I get really, really anxious driving in snow. And I went to the pallet store when the snow started, and I didn't think we were supposed to get that much. And I came out of the pallet store and I'm like, I have to go home. I have to drive through this. I don't have a choice. I drove 30 miles an hour. But and then when I got home, I checked it and the notification on Facebook, the guy that owns the pallet business.
Yes.
He about 5 minutes after I left, he decided he was closing down.
Oh, so you got there just in time.
Yeah, so I got in and out.
And you got there $1 a day.
Yep. I didn't get a whole lot. I think I ended up with just about 22 items, but
okay. Well, your cost of goods $1, so you can't complain about that.
Oh no, I didn't spend a lot of money at all today. Right. But I went today because I needed to do a a haul video because I'm trying to do one a week.
Yes.
So I went today, but it's not my favorite. The stuff wasn't as good. I'm going to try a $6. See, I know Barry was saying in the chat how his days, they start at like $5 and go down to $1. Mine has 2 days on Friday and Saturday that are $6. Okay. And I don't like the $6 cost of good. But
no. You can pay $1, $2 for it.
Yeah. So it's either 6, 3 on Tuesday and 1 on Wednesday.
3 or 1. Okay.
Right. My favorite day has been Tuesday, but I might have to.
Yeah, because then you have to pick a litter, so to speak, and it's $3, which is not pricey.
Right.
Right. Things are probably picked over come Wednesday, right? Because the dollar items left.
Yeah, there wasn't much left at all. Yeah. I mean, but still, I found a couple really good things.
Well, that bedwetting alarm probably, right? You said we get about $25, $30 for that.
Right. And I found I won't say because I'm going to do it on my live,
right.
A car part. And when I comped it, it looked somewhere between $50 and $70, and I paid $1 for it. Yeah. All day long, I'll do that.
Well, why don't you give us a couple tips as far as shopping at these type of stores, and then once you find the link for your show and put that in the chat so that people can hop into your live right after the show.
Well, my number one tip, but see, that's me.
Okay.
Is I find things that are light and small that will ship easily.
Okay.
That's my big one.
And like you said, they all fit in those little padded envelopes that you have.
Yeah, either these or I do have eBay ones that are 9 by 12.
Right.
So let's see, what's another tip? Oh, okay. No, see, that's not really a tip. I got a Vero notification
For what?
from the cat toys that I bought.
Oh, cat toys are Vero.
Thank you, Sharon. It
Thanks,
it's
Sharon.
these cat toys that flip around like you recharge them USB.
Okay.
And you can put catnip in the pocket.
Okay.
You turn it on, and it flips and flops. And
you got a Vero from eBay for that.
I got a Vero just today.
I wonder if you can sell it on Facebook Marketplace.
For using the Flippity.
The Flippity word? Flippity is patented?
Yeah, the Flippity is like, I guess the Flippity.
It's like the brand patent. Flippity.
Right. I got it. Yeah, and they
call it a flipping toy, maybe?
Yeah, I'll just change the word.
Right, call it flipping toy.
I've still got 3 or 4 of them to sell, and so I'm going to change that. But I mean, you can't really, do we really know the entire Vero list on our own?
No, and it's constantly being updated, and
yeah, my main tip is when I go and look. Oh, okay. Here's my other tip.
Vero, guys, I guess the cheap version description of that are brands that are basically the manufacturers had patented rights to the names. Like you can't say Velcro. So if you use Velcro in your description, the company that I don't know if it's DuPont or whoever owns Velcro, will come and have you remove your listing because you can't use Velcro. Or there's like, I know some of these exercise videos, you can't resell those exercise videos. They say they sell you the right to use it for your personal use, but you don't have the right to resell it. PX90, I don't know what they're called, but you wouldn't probably know better than I. But there's certain brands of exercise videos you can't resell on platforms because they're branded and they're not allowed to use the name on eBay.
That's like
remove your listing.
Xerox,
right.
That it's become a standard name, but it's still trademark or copyright or whatever.
Right.
Oh, okay. Here's my other big tip for the liquidation pallets, hard goods, and whatever. #weird sells.
#weird sells.
Okay. Weird sells. The bedwetting alarm. I'm like
Beachbody. Thank you, Barry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Who's gonna buy a bedwetting alarm? But the other day I bought it for $3 and sold it for 25. So now I bought it for $1. I bought a box of condoms and sold them too. I posted that on my Facebook. I'm like, I'll sell anything. The things that you don't, the things that you think are a little weird, they sell. Last week I found a breast pump, right?
I hear breast pumps sell well, yeah.
I didn't look this up. I literally grabbed it and threw it in my thing because breast pumps sell.
That's what I hear. Yeah, I never sold them, but I hear they sell well.
Weird sells,
Apparently it's not that weird. Apparently a lot of people use them.
Yeah.
they want to get a deal on them.
Right, but think about how we have been trained as eBay sellers. The jeans, what shoes, which brands sell the best,
and shoes and brush shoes and handbags and jewelry and
right. We get this like tunnel vision, and we're looking for those things. And so the nice thing is about the pallet liquidations is they're cheap enough that, sure, I'll throw a couple bucks and try it out. But, for $1, $3, yeah, I'll buy it. I don't care. I mean, I had a thing that I bought for $3 the other day. I opened it up. I was just checking it out and everything, and it literally broke in my hands. I threw it in the trash and didn't think twice about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. These electronics that I've been getting, as I've learned, I open them up and 1 or 2 cables might be missing.
Okay, so obviously you can't sell if the cable's missing.
Ha.
Oh, but you can buy cables?
Yep. I bought them in a small bulk lot on eBay. I just bought replacement cables.
And what'd you pay for those?
Oh, $5 maybe.
For how many?
For 5 of them.
Okay, so it's an extra $1. Okay.
But if I'm selling them,
now it's saleable. Before you couldn't sell it.
Right. So now the whole thing I can sell for $23.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's just so yeah, I'm stocking up. I just bought another while I was dashing tonight, I bought another kind of cable that is missing. It's this cable right here. It's a 3.5 millimeter male to male.
Yes.
And so I bought a lot of 6 of them for $6 on
Okay.
eBay. So I'm learning the cables and everything. And so when something is missing, it costs me an extra $1 and I've got the cable and then I can sell it for $20-something. So
That reminds me, I have a $5 eBay gift card. I got to use that. It's probably going to expire. I got it at eBay Open like 2 years ago. So I better use it.
yeah. So those are my 2 tips.
Okay. And Sharon did post the link to your channel. I don't know if that's actually the link to the video or just a link to your channel.
I don't have the video set up. I was
okay. I haven't set it up yet. Okay, so it's a link to your channel. All
have
right.
you noticed when you pre-schedule videos that once it's finished and on YouTube, then it says like the time, it says so many hours ago?
No, I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, it's showing in notifications, later, it's showing the original time that you scheduled it. So it'll say like, oh yeah, this was 4 hours.
So when you scheduled it as opposed to if it just, okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I just do impromptu lives. I haven't gotten as good yet, but I am. I keep going up in my goals. I wanted to hit $3,000 in sales over 90 days, and that was a huge goal for me. And I did it 2 mornings ago.
Great, congratulations.
So I'm trying to scale up eBay so I can scale down DoorDash.
Yeah, you put a lot of miles on your truck, and it's taking a beating.
Oh yeah, and I'm taking a beating. Oh my god.
Well, yeah. Well, like you said, you're not a morning person either, so.
No, but the grocery delivery orders are better in the morning, so I get out there.
Okay, do what you got to do.
Yeah, no more late nights.
Okay, so a couple things, guys. If you're finding value in this, make sure you hit the thumbs up before you leave. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the all notifications. And Sharon has been listing Valerie's the link to her channel, so she will be going live. I guess in the next 20 minutes, half an hour or so.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, so you guys can all head over there if you like. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get over there and set it up.
Again, I'm looking for people to interview on my show come January. So if anyone's interested, you can contact me via my various Instagram or Gmail accounts, et cetera, et cetera. They're all in the description of the video below. Thanks, guys. Have a happy and healthy new year. We'll see you next time. Take care.